Hello everyone and welcome to today's episode. As you can see, we are doing some fighting and war action here, so stay tuned for episode 6 in Whiteout Survival's cool new series that we've been playing on the channel. Hello everyone. So yes, as you can see, we are in Whiteout Survival today, and we are again playing on the phone, if you can see it live, while obviously we are making the video. And today what we've been able to do already is basically what we're going for is a aggressive push. That is right. We're going to be destroying this TDC HQ today. We're going to be basically building a bunch of flags, as you can imagine, in any of these games, and it's really easy to build a flag, as you can see here. All we're going to try and do is position it so we can see this alliance node. And the reason why we're talking about this alliance node here and why it's important is when we place that flag, it's going to allow us to gain some extra resources per hour. So basically we are just going to chill out for a couple of minutes, get our resources, and then we're going to drop our flag. And the reason again we're going to have to do this is so we can then touch and destroy this flag, allowing us to get a little bit closer and obviously take out the headquarters. So as you can see here, we've got the enemy getting hit obviously by our alliance members. They're all on fire, so you can see we've been at war for the last like 24 hours trying to take this out. And the reason why you might be wondering why we're taking this out right now is due to the amount of space this small, very small alliance is taking up. As you can see, they've built a lot, but when we look at us, we are a rank 3 alliance, remember, so we need actually a lot more space so we can able to keep growing at the rate we are needing to grow at, right, to maintain our presence within the server. So we've built the flag, and like I say, if you're wondering how to drop a flag on this, it's quite easy. You can just pick one of the tiles, hit the build option, it'll automatically take you to your alliance, hit the place button, and it'll tell you the costs that are required to build this flag. So it always costs the same amount. This is your meat and your wood. So you're going to get this, and once you've obviously got the required amount, you can then, as you can see, place this flag down. And then once a flag or one of your zone is touching an enemy zone, that's when you are able to attack and rally and destroy that zone, basically. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to obviously fast forward in time for this. And as you notice, if you want a little bit of an update of what's been going on, we have been doing our facilities, which is the forts in this game. So we've been able to go for it. We're going to be taking this facility right here, which is number 11. It starts been a couple of days, but we've been able to honestly do a really good amount of jobs here. You know, we've been able, if we zoom in, it's a little bit finicky, working from vertical to horizontal. But if we look down, you can see we touched this one here. We've also touched onto this, which we have claimed now, since these guys couldn't take it, and obviously we, being the stronger alliance, have been able to grab this, giving us some more first occupational rewards. Like I said, we've got another big one here taken, and the one just right next to where all the little arrows are, that's all the cities in the alliance. So every little marker there is a friendly city. So we're going to be taking this one 100%, and then we're going to hopefully take the second fort too in the future. So obviously we're going to be making videos on that, because that's really fun when you do the fort events, since you are basically in this facility garrisoning it against all the other alliances that are trying to take it. And if you can hold it for 30 minutes, like you saw on episode 2, you're going to be able to actually get that. So with all that said, we're going to go into the future right now. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to move so we can start dropping the next flag, and then get into some of the more PvP orientated for this episode. Welcome back. So yes, we have now finally got a little bit of a resource ready to drop our flag. And you can see we've already got a bunch of members in, so it's only going to take 5 minutes at the moment to build this actual fortress. You can see it's got another amount of troops available, and the way you can see all this is again just clicking on to this building and hitting the build. You can see all the troops that are inside, and as well as if you're an officer, you're able to just click on any of these and assign them as the rally captain. So if I was going to leave and assign someone, I could just assign them and then leave and make sure it's all set up right. So it's really good, honestly, for the management side and making sure everyone is as follows, you know, in the right positions as the garrison captains and leaders, right? But when you're in this screen, you can see at the very top of the corner, so if you go over and look at the very top up here somewhere, you're going to be able to see the troops as well as the garrison chiefs and the construction time. And that is very important, right? Because the garrison chiefs is 6 out of 9, meaning there's 3 other slots available for any other member from your alliance to join. And then the troops being 241k out of 271k means, again, you can have at least 30k extra troops in here, meaning the speed of this construction could be even quicker, right? Without any sort of people inside, it will take over 30 minutes to build, and it will just stand there idling until you have someone inside. But once you get some members in, it will shoot down as quickly as possible. But as well, a little tip for you when you're placing flags, especially if you're on the offensive like we are right now on screen, you want to make sure you place this flag in a position that is beneficial for you, right? Because right now, as you can see, this flag, when it is built, we're going to take this alliance wood mill, as well as this zone will cut off just probably in front of this ice field. And because it's going to cut off in front of this ice field, what's going to allow us to do is obviously take, because if you look, this little bit of land here on the zigzag is touching the white, meaning we can destroy this flag as well as destroy this second flag. So we can open up a nice bit of space, right? And by opening that space, it's going to allow us to build another flag again forward and now take this alliance wood mill, and hopefully we're going to only be about 1 flag away, or if we're lucky, we will be touching the alliance HQ zone, right? And because we're going to be touching that HQ zone, we can then, once we've built that flag, rally this place, because when we send our scouts out, which only takes obviously 20 seconds to run, we're going to be able to see that it is currently garrisoned, right? They are trying to defend this alliance HQ, so we're going to be able to do some nasty rallying as soon as these buildings or flags have been built, and we're going to have to obviously showcase that in today's episode. So I hope you've been enjoying it so far, the Whiteout survival series. I've been having a blast, as you can tell, playing it so far. And if, again, just to give you guys a little bit of a leaderboard roundup, in personal power now, I'm rank 29. You can see the big dogs there at the 22, basically above the 15 million or 10 million mark is generally where you're getting some mega spenders now. But when you go into the alliance kills, we're the 3rd highest in kills, which is really cool to see. And then when we go to alliance power, we're also the 3rd strongest in alliance power, right? And this is something we've done over the past few days. We've done a little bit of merging with different smaller alliances and got some stronger active members all in one alliance, and that basically is allowing us to play the way we are, right? Having a high active alliance with members that are always generally playing. Obviously you can expect them to have downtime, but if they don't log in for say 16 hours, which sounds a bit crazy, but if they don't log in for 16 to 12 hours, generally that player isn't a super active player, and you need those type of active players in to do what we're doing, right? If you don't have activity, you're not going to be able to push these flags when you need to on the timer, which is almost like an event that you've created for your own alliance to work by. And then obviously you're not going to be able to, again, push power because you need activity to get your alliance tech all done, right? You need to push this alliance tech forward to get more members and obviously to donate as much as you can to get this completed. And the only way you can do that is through activity. So that is us so far. We are, if you want to check us out, we're on state 201. If you want to make an account, this is, or if you're got an account here and you want to join us, by all means send us a message in game and we'll try and make you space if we can, and if we've already got space, you're welcome to join, right? So with all that said, you can see the construction now is about to finish. So what we're going to do is then straight away recall these troops, because automatically it will garrison those units. And because it's going to garrison those units, we're going to now build this IDN HQ, right? We're going to hit this TDC, shall I say, flag, and because we're hitting this flag now, it's going to destroy both of these, right? So I'm going to put a marker down so these guys know what's up. we're going to put burn/destroy. And then hit confirm. It's going to move that banner from where we just garrisoned to here. And we're also going to destroy this one right here. So again, we put marker on destroy/burn. There we go, nice and easy. So we've got our marchers back. We're going to hit destroy. We're going to hit on it. And just like that, our march is sending back and doing its work that is attacking this unit or this flag. And you can see in 30 seconds it's going to reach. And again, if you're looking at the top corner now where it says marching, the little area, that bubble, does give you a lot of crazy information that you need to take advantage of, right? So right now you can see we are attacking that flag. That's what the flag with the arrow means. We are heading towards it, right? So you can see we are marching towards it. Again, if you see a similar icon but more like a beast inside that symbol, it means you are going to be able to actually march towards a patrol or enemy, you know, behemoth or raid, basically, well, that's located around. So any of these giant Templars, for example, would trigger that. As well, once you are destroying it, you're going to see that arrow change to some triple arrows, meaning that march is returning. So you need to remember, if you're playing this game, this is a very rally and garrison based combat. So you need to honestly know what these marchers are doing. And when you've got 5 marchers all out at the same time, it's going to cause you to obviously need to know what's going on. And by just looking at those symbols, it's going to allow you obviously to do that really easily. Another little tip for you guys while you are here, the little arrow icon there is to obviously send my marchers back home. It's going to garrison or return them back to my base. But again, when you are marching towards an enemy, that arrow is going to be the other way. But when it means it's the other way, it means you can click that icon, and with certain enhancements which you can unlock through events, as well as buying it through gems for only 2,000, you can cut down this timer of your march by 50%, and for 400 gems you can then do the same for 25% of the march timer. So it's always obviously better to do the 50%, nice and easy. And just like that though, you can see how easy it is to destroy. We're inside basically this destruction, and what the system works is our units are inside their flag destroying it now, and they must rally and attack this flag and kill all of our units and then get inside it to then start to repair it. So it's a really good, honestly, combat system when you like rally type and garrison based combat. That's very reminiscent and similar to Rise of Kingdoms. So I hope you've enjoyed it so far. We're going to go again a little bit in the future when we are able to rally this big pass. So far we've done an amazing job so far with the DRQ members all participating, as you can see, and their own units following the markers and destroying it, since these guys are not garrisoned. And if they're not garrisoned, again, that's open to free destruction, right? So that is so far what we're going to be doing on the game right now. We're going to move forward again in time, and by moving forward you're going to see us hopefully at the point of being able to rally the HQ with a devastating rally from myself and get some really good trades. Welcome back everyone. Yes, we've done a little bit of pushing. As you can see, we've built those flags and destroyed the 2 flags as we were talking about. So now once we go, we are touching this area, and once we destroy this area, this flag will eventually touch this Vin one as well if we ever need to have any problems. But for you guys that are in Vin and maybe watching this video, we are allies, don't worry. It was just in case, you know, we always future plan ahead, right? So now we're going to set our rally going. We've got 15 seconds to wait, and once our march has returned there, we're going to be able to actually then set it going. Everyone's going to join, and we're going to obviously then destroy this HQ, and it's by the same means as you saw before. So the difference is we're going to hit the rally, hold the rally, we're going to have everyone of my troops inside it. Now we've called for the rally, right? So this is the rally against the garrison on that area, and once we've gone in and basically killed those troops, because we will kill them, we will then become the garrison leader, right? And it's down to us to defend ourselves while we destroy this base. And once we've done the timer, it will be destroyed, and you're going to be able to see again all this zone now basically go white and disappear off the map. So nice, easy, to be fair, understanding of combat, very basic. The thing that I'm waiting on, and we're going to find out at the end of the video, is how does the flag system actually work? Because right now, as you guys heard earlier, your zone must be touching an enemy zone for you to obviously deal damage to their flag, or to obviously kill any of their garrisoned HQ buildings, right? But over here, if we look, there is another flag that is garrisoned, and since this is garrisoned, I wonder if we kill this HQ, will this be able to be attacked and rallied? Because again, this will not be activated by any sort of alliance territory, right? It'll be inactive, it'll be just almost like an empty shell, so it might be able to be rallied, and it might also kick the players out of that flag, right? So a very interesting dynamic to understand and try and learn, because again, guys, this is my first time playing this game. We are just an experienced kingdom builder as we're coming to these types of games, so that is why we're having a decent amount of knowledge, as you can see, when it comes to these things. We're going to do some little quick intel missions as we were waiting for our rally to hit, because right now, if we look, our rally has only 2 members in. We've got 3 minutes to go, so we've got plenty of time, since all of our members right now will need to basically return their troops home, and then obviously once they've troops have returned, they're going to be able to then bring in the units. So you can see already just now we have a 3rd one joining, and that's because his troops probably just arrived home right now. So we're getting a big amount of obviously troops in this rally. We've got a total capacity of 271k, so we're definitely going to fill this up once it goes, but we definitely don't need it. Just to let you guys know, we won't be needing this amount, and the only reason why we know this is, as any person can imagine, you should always scout the building. Scout that building and find out what's inside, right? And when we look right now, there's only 35 or 30k, basically 35,000 troops inside, and they're only going to be tier probably 5 or below troops, and this isn't going to be enough troops to defend against ours, right? Because I already have over 50k worth of troops. That's already more than that HQ is. And with those troops, they're tier 7 troops, right? So we're only 3 away from the big dogs in the tier 8, 9, and 10, which is basically the end game units in this game. So we're just going to quickly click and claim our intel. If you're wondering what this is, we're going to showcase another separate video on how to gain a lot of power really easily in this game, and the best ways of basically gaining power as well, all in one video. So a nice little summary there. So now we go back into the rally. We've got 4 members in now, 233k. So we easily got enough troops here, over 200,000 to kill it. But, which is more important, once we go and rally and killed these troops, we're going to be able to obviously have myself as that garrison leader and already have over 200k troops inside the HQ, being able to protect ourselves from potentially any of these TDC members that are still maybe online and looking to try and pounce and do any sort of damage they can possibly do to our march. So I hope you've been enjoying today's episode of Whiteout Survival. Remember, smash a like, comment, and subscribe if you've been learning something and if you've enjoyed the content that I've been providing for the game so far. Obviously, this isn't sponsored, it's just something I want to do because honestly, I've had fun, and you guys can see I'm having fun playing this game, and it's honestly a blast to do. So we've got 30 seconds now left on this rally. I'll have another quick check to see. We've still only got 4 members. That again is perfectly fine. We only need that amount of members to actually kill this due to the amount of troops that are inside the garrison. Here we're just looking at the alliance chat just to make sure. And a really cool thing as well, if you noticed in the alliance chat right now, is when you do set a rally going, you can, or it automatically sends a alliance chat, right? So anyone in the alliance can click this and join that alliance as rally basically as soon as. So now we are marching. We've got 1 minute to march. So you can see from here, my city is all the way up here. And this is again where we started from. Remember, we were up at this flag and we built all the way down to where we are right now in order to hit this HQ. So that's just a nice little easy reminder and summary of today's episode, what's been going on. Again, we are DRQ on 201 and we're doing a really amazing job, honestly, as the rank 3 alliance, working together, having fun, and as well learning the game from what we can. You can see my troops coming in here. It will be a super fast rally, guys, because again, we have over 200,000 troops against 35k, so you can imagine these guys are going to fall over and lose a load of troops here. So we're going to have to see as well the report for that once we do it. And again, just to show you, this is live, so we're doing this all for you while we are obviously playing. So 0 seconds already in, and now we are destroying. So if you click on here, you can see they lost 12.3k troops. So they lost almost half of those troops while we lost 0 troops, and we only had 736 troops put into the hospital. So you can see here, as you can imagine, we are much stronger in every sort of category, and that's why we was able to win so easily. But the fact that those losses for you guys, these are actual lost troops, right? You aren't going to heal these. These are deleted out of your castle. And that's why it's very important to pay attention of what you're doing and if you're getting attacked or not, right? Otherwise, you're going to lose troops like this. But if you look here, we only have 736 injured troops. So if we go here, we can see all of this. Click on the help. This is just going to heal the remaining amount from there. But when we go into the participation now, you can see it's going to take over 6 hours and a half, basically 6 hours and 30 minutes or a little bit more if you had less troops in here to destroy this HQ. So that is going to be today's episode, guys. I know we were going to hopefully find out if we're going to be able to attack this or not, but do you know what? I'm going to leave that for a tips and a tricks video. We're going to be able to do and learn this, and obviously put that in a separate guide for you guys to learn from. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Smash like, comment and subscribe. My name's MrSneakyy. I am an official Call of Dragons content creator, but we're here making Whiteout survival content for you guys for a little bit of a break for the channel, right? So you've got a bunch of Call of Dragons content and then a little bit of Whiteout survival to, again, give it a bit more of a refreshment. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Smash like, comment and subscribe. But until the next time, stay safe, stay sneaky, and peace out, everyone.